And my shoulder pad is very high right now, and for good reason. We have a Guinness World Record holder right here in our studio. Mighty George Essien. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Brief.
Morning. Thanks for having me, guys.
What a rush.
What a big-time rush, man.
You're a broadcast journalist. And
of course.
Yes, you won the Guinness World Record for the longest presentation hours, right?
That's right.
The world over.
Yeah, the world
Brilliant.
over.
Amazing.
It's shocking, right?
No, we are colleagues, and to talk for 3 hours, sometimes it can be exhausting.
Yeah.
But you did it for hours on end. First of all, what informed your decision to embark on that feat?
All right, I was celebrating a milestone on radio. I mean, having been in the media for a score now, 2 decades. But I've been particularly on radio, so I decided, how was I going to celebrate this? So I decided, let's go for a world record. By the way, I'm still the holder of Nigeria's Radio Presenter of the Year. So I decided that let's do something big, and that was particularly the major reason that informed that. And then another reason was that, I mean, I've been practicing in Akwa Ibom State for about close to around 7 years. I just also needed to put Akwa Ibom on the map. This is the first individual world record in Akwa Ibom State, so it's a first. And, I felt if it can be done anywhere else in Nigeria, why not Akwa Ibom as well? And if it could be done by someone, why not me? So we went for this, and look at it, we have it now.
So to put a context, it's 105 hours, longest talk show marathon.
That's right. The previous record was 88 hours, set by a Japanese.
So right now, nobody has beaten that record.
No, it's not easy. If it's easy, go and do 105 hours. That's 5 days and 4 nights.
I know that. Was it during the show or immediately after the show we interviewed you?
Immediately the day, I think like 2 days after.
2 days after.
Yeah.
So walk us through, because like we've quite a people making us proud, so must comment that. Sorry, my Egba and Ijebu people, sorry.
You're so tribalistic.
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, if you need to make noise.
A record is a record. It's not anything tribalistic. Basi has done, I think the second one now, George Essien has done this, so it's just record I'm referencing. There are other Nigerians who are also doing great. But for now, the Akwa Ibom guys are holding it. So let's talk about how many days did it take? The 105 hours.
5 days
you started what
and
time
4 nights.
And ended what time on what day?
I started midnight of April 27th.
Which was what day of the week?
Which was a Sunday.
Okay.
And I ended on Thursday by 9 a.m.
Were there times you felt like, what
Of course.
What am I doing this?
Of course.
What's going on? And how did you?
So I had people on the team who had also worked for world record attempters. And these are guys, they attempted, but they were not successful. But I had to pick those members of the team to ask them what really went wrong, So I put them on a team. And at that time, people were raising an alarm. These guys that you're having, they didn't complete their record. It wasn't successful. But I tapped into that. I heard some things. I heard about, you should be wary of what you take. You need time to rest. So someone who tried it recently, before I did, was working and looking for sponsors and trying to set up things until the day, deep into that day when he was supposed to start the marathon. And I didn't want to do that, so I took my time. Even though I started late, I like preparations in terms of physical preparations. You need to work out, you need to eat right. No carbs, just proteins. No, any other, no extracurricular thing if you do that, so I stayed off that. And yeah, I think I was mentally fit going into it. I surrounded myself with people who encouraged me and told me I could do it. It had never been done in Akwa Ibom State before, ever. But I said, why not? I could do it. But my greatest pillar of support was the chairman of my station, the owner of the station, distinguished Senator Effiong Bob, who, when I approached him with the idea, said, well, okay, I like people thinking outside the box, let's do this. And yeah, he was a major sponsor. Obviously, it was his radio station. We had to collapse programs for 4 days. But the beauty about the record is that commercials can still go on. I mean, the Guinness World Record respects the fact that it's a commercial station, so you're not going to, keep advertisers like that. But it was a great opportunity for those who had placed their adverts during that period to, to have more leverage.
Premium.
Yeah, premium was premium. And then people started coming to say, look, we want a place here. I think the station, was the better for it. It was a frenzy at Comfort FM, Uyo. Everyone came, even to the top, which is the governor. He was one of the guests. We talked politics, we talked, AI, we talked entertainment. I mean, we talked everything. We talked to people in diaspora, which, of course, brings me to the most difficult parts at night. So during the day, it's a radio record. So, the radio station is restricted, the studio. It's not like the normal records where you have a crowd and they're encouraging you. And for instance, Hilda Bassi can see the crowd and she keeps moving on. But I was just there with just the guests who will come in. Once in a while, if I have like my 5-minute break, I glance out, I see a full crowd. That was enough for me. So at night, obviously, except the ones that were, well, I'm actually like, I'm top of the pack in Akwa Ibom State when it comes to OAPs. So I had fans who come out and all of that. But at night, when you look around, you don't see anybody. You have to motivate yourself. So those were the very tough times.
Interesting.
Yeah, very tough
I love
times.
all of the talk. But please, can we see your CV? There you go.
Let our camera, I don't know, our camera,
Where's the
one
camera?
of our cameras will pick you. Just bring it down a bit so we can still see your face. Where you are.
That's not a mock shot, by the way. That's a Guinness World Record mock shot.
You remember what he told us? He said, men more time like us. I don't mean to.
Not touch it.
Yeah.
Since we don't have a record, we can't touch it.
Yeah, well.
Here's the thing. I know that this is like your CV, and that's why I said that you at this point, you don't need a CV, say 1999 to 2000.
It's just this. Yeah,
this is the CV. This is the thing.
Yeah.
And I wonder how this has changed things for you. If it has, speak to us about it. Because I know that you don't get money from this.
Of course.
It's just a frame that you get and the recognition. So how has this changed things for you? Because people have said that it looks like there's a world record pandemic in Nigeria. We don't know who cook beans now, just the largest beans in the world. But how has this changed?
There's an afang soup coming, by the way.
Afang soup, we saw white soup and all of that.
I'm serious. I saw one the other day. They said somebody in Uyo.
I think they're just jokes.
They're going to attempt the biggest pot of afang soup.
I think they're jokes.
We need to look for something to break. I can contest in sleep. I'm good at sleeping.
Sleeping.
Very good at sleeping.
Sleep for 5 hours.
Let's allow the record holder.
Yeah, I mean, this is not just, of course, you all know it's not just the record. It's a global recognition. And that's one. I mean, as a presenter, a media personality in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State, it's a big deal. It puts the state on the map, and by extension, it means that the state also reckons with me. I don't know what they have planned, but I've seen support, from the governor.
Stuff, right?
They had better, well, and I'm sure they're watching right now because the state's anniversary is coming up, though.
Yeah, 23rd or so.
23rd.
I like how you
just in a few days.
Piecing things together.
I got to piece it in, man. But I've received support, and I mean the governor turning up for the record was big encouragement. It means he knows, he recognizes this. No one has done it before. So I mean that puts me like steps ahead. This is a global figure. That's one. Two. I mean, on to a new chapter right now, and that's why, of course, it's going to be difficult to just pin me down in one place. I need to see how I'm going to unlock the new levels, and the new levels are one, starting up, maybe Channels TV headed first, yeah? So we'll be starting, a podcast that's going to take us around the world, because this obviously is like a global visa. So that's the secret I'm telling you guys now. If you have a Guinness World Record, you are considered, for free movement, almost free movement across the globe. It means that you have something to show, and then, and there are those schemes that the Guinness World Record also sent to us once in a while. I got a message 2 weeks ago about an opportunity to go and speak in Denmark. I was like, okay, good, because, I mean, this is... I had calls also from South Africa, like 2 TV stations and some radio stations who want me to come down, to just come tell them how, you know, I was able to do this. That's another level unlocked. And I have projects I'm going to do as well, my foundation. I mean, obviously, if I'm going to take this to a sponsor, a corporate body, you can't tell me, you can't just push it away now, you know. So those are the things that, the benefits that come with this. Yes, financial, they don't give us money, but they give us this. And you must know that they are very thorough people, all right? The Guinness World Records don't just get up and give people their certificate. There are many people who are attempters. In fact, this year alone, I know that people have tried this same record. I'm sure you heard about it, right? Did you?
We probably didn't, because they didn't.
Okay, okay,
That's why you don't hear things.
So they have tried that. And the whole, the issue is not even in the attempt itself, it's what follows after. It's the how thorough you are, your documentation. I mean, nobody warned me. The guys, my team didn't even warn me that, look, after this attempt, your documentation is going to be... It took me another month to answer questions and on timing, on scheduling, on the cameras, on the mistakes that were made. We actually made a mistake. One of the timekeepers added 5 minutes extra to me. And then when I got that message, I was like, wow, so it's true. You know, I felt something in my heart like, oh, is it true that people never get this in Akwa Ibom State? But I was calm, I answered them. And, you know, 2 weeks after, I just got the, you know, the email. And how did I feel? I was elated. I was in cloud 9, really, when that came.
You know, I was going to ask, you know, because former Governor Babatunde Fashola that said the reward for hard work is more work.
More work.
But you've already, you know, given us an insight into what the near future holds. But, you know, Kade said there's a pandemic for Guinness World Record ambition. So for those who are watching you right now and saying, I want to get this plaque, you know, for another, you know, endeavor, what counsel will you be offering them, particularly with regards to the experience you had? You talked about, you know, the forms, the, you know, the detail, attention to detail and everything. Give them some guidance.
They need to come for consultancy, yeah?
So that's added to the list.
In fact, I'm now a GWR consultant. I'm putting that right now. Because, I mean, it's...
So you're very miserly with your advice right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've just given you some expose on, you know, what this can do to you, obviously. I mean, people hit me up every time, send me DMs on all social media. In fact, I have like 3 people now who I am doing some consultancy for. But I tell them, look, you need to be very genuine in your intentions. And these guys are going to ask you, why are you doing this? And when they are satisfied, it takes them about 12 weeks, you know, after your application to decide if they should give it to you, give you a try. You know, so first of all, be very open and sincere about what you want to do. They would also investigate. Oh, is this just doing this to chase clout? Is it this? Is he really who he says he is? Is she this? Is she that? And look at, I mean, like Hilda. Obviously, if she goes for another one, they'll give it to her because they know her credibility and all of that. And she's who she says she is. So first of all, your intentions must be pure and true and genuine and something that can rub off on the society. If you're going to put an answer that, oh, I just want to be the best, you know, it has to make sense and have an impact. Like I told them also, I wanted to encourage the next set of radio broadcasters. Radio is being threatened somehow with the advent of social media. When we started, and podcasts. When we started radio 20 years ago, there was no social media. You know, so no one competing and except TV, but now an advertiser wants to place adverts, he looks at an influencer that has 6.5 million and says, No, I'm going to raise 6.5 million. That's sure, not radio. But I just needed to show that radio can be still relevant and glamorous. And so I did this one for radio, and I did it for myself as well.
But as we used to wind down, when I used to work in New York, was listening to your
radio we miss you.
We're just trying to do what we can do.
Yeah.
How did your because you used to do these sports shows for very long hours.
Yeah, sports marathon.
Prepare you?
Sports marathon, yeah.
Sports marathon. Did that help prepare you?
It did.
And of course, we're going to ask this question about, let me add it in case the producer says our time is up. The issue around the Super Eagles. Add that to the question.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I think that one of the Guinness World Records representative joked that, oh, he's been preparing for this for 20 years. I mean, so I've been talking on radio for 20 years. So that was a preparation. And then, of course, sports marathon, talking sports for that long. I'm also the official stadium announcer for the Super Eagles, and I'm MPFL commentator as well. I'm in charge of the South-South for the MPFL.
So probably heard you in one of the matches.
Yes, of course. You must have heard me.
So, I hope it's not the person I'm thinking now. I hope you're not the person.
So anything around the mic.
There's another gent. Just continue.
Yeah, anything around the mic, I'm there. And I've trained a number of people who are also big commentators today in Nigeria. So I love the mic. I've been with it. The only thing I haven't done is mainstream TV. Maybe I'll join you guys if you give me an opportunity. Okay.
I just remembered what you said about radio, social media. I just thought about it. It's actually the cycle of life. Because people on radio, by the way, I was on radio. We're all on radio. But you people on radio chased away the town criers.
Oh.
They were the influencers. They were the big deals there.
Okay.
But you guys came and people just moved away. Imagine how town criers feel right now.
No, I mean...
There's no more town criers.
That's the point.
Town criers are now content creators. I'm telling you.
So they always have to reinvent.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, that prepared me. And then you talked about Super Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's in the hands of God. Do you believe?
It is.
Unity can help
even if we get South Africa get their points deducted, I think that it will now be between Benin Republic and South Africa because they'll be on 14 points each. Nigeria will be on 11. I mean, when you expect the Super Eagles to do the job, when you're sitting down, you're still scared that they won't do that job. So everyone has God. But we pray. I mean, it looks like it's working in favor of the Super Eagles. Point deduction, very imminent right now. And, it looks like we might qualify second place. But it's now down to the boys. We're tired, in this campaign now, we're tired of blaming the administrators and the coaches. Now the boys need to fight. Victor Osimhen, largely one of the best African players in the past 5 years, is missing 2 World Cups. In the next World Cup, he's never been to a World Cup.
Only Lukman hasn't been there.
That's right. They haven't been there. So they need to fight for it and see how, we need to see how they really want it once they're given the opportunity.
They can come to the girls for some consultancy. We'll offer them free of charge,
the girls look up to them. What an irony.
Well, Mighty George Essien, your intention was to inspire. You have done more than that. And
Thank you
wish you
what a rush.
Success
what a big time rush.
Future endeavors.
Thank
Mighty
you.
George Essien is a broadcast journalist and winner of the Guinness World Record for the longest presentation hours, 105. So if you want to attempt it and beat his record, you should be considering doing 6 to 7 days. Maybe you want to do for television as well. Thank you for your time on the program.
Thank you very much. I don't take this for granted. Thank you. Thank you for the love.
There's more to come on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back. There's more light-hearted conversation. You'll enjoy this one. Stay with us.